And we're live. We are live.
Oh, we are live. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
See, guys, I'm driving. See, I'm going to text and drive. So, see, I don't told people that it was going to be 9:15. I changed the time because I was trying to get myself in. But I won't be able to look at chat or nothing either.
Yep. No, I'll get it. I'll get the chat. Let me go see who's all in here real quick. That's what I'm trying to do anyway. Let me see.
The notifications just went out. I just got it. But yeah, dude. Driving a cross. It's going to be a fun day. I know that. Yeah, we got some listeners already.
Yep. There's a few
people
in
I
here.
Was say, yeah,
Christian's
see there,
here.
Nikki was asking.
Nikki's here. Nikki's a diehard.
Yeah, see, Nikki, I told you I was trying.
So what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Gary's driving to his show. So this will be an interesting... we got it working, though, didn't we, Gary? Well, at least you did anyway. I can't say.
Yeah, we got this working. Oh, it's no big deal. I'm thinking about this little setup I have. I got my earbud in. We could I could bring a mic setup and run a whole show off this whole tablet because I have the portable stuff to do it. So I was thinking maybe take it apart.
Oh yeah, I was just. Nikki said she was scared she missed it, and I'm like, no need to be scared. You didn't miss anything.
Oh no. We all Gucci. Yeah, I've never driven out here, so I don't know what's going on. All I know is I'm on Highway 10 for Wisconsinites, and I'm going to 49 South, wherever that's at. I don't know where I'm at. Middle of nowhere, flatlands, man. There's no mountains, nothing, just flat.
No, that's the bottom part of the state there is kind of flat. Especially when you get across. So,
yeah, I know it's near water because Dylan put up where to load, like where to load for trailers and where to load if you just had a vehicle. And there's Frontage Street or Lakefront Street or Riverfront Street or something like that, and there's water next to it. And on the map it said MISS, so I thought it was the Mississippi. I could be totally wrong. I'm like,
hello.
Is it a thing? Yo. And it's not raining anymore. It was raining earlier.
No. Yeah, that's good. Hello, Michael. It's right now Gary's on his way to his show, so we're doing the live on a road trip.
Yep. Dude, I try not to miss anymore. I'm trying not to miss none. I do have something. I don't even think I told you. Because I've been so busy this week, we're going to get Chris a Suburban on.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he contacted me. So we're gonna after this weekend, I'm gonna work out a date with them. We got to work out with a date with Bob, but we'll get Chris a Suburban on. He's a guy like me that breathes like I do. So or should I say I breathe like him? We came in about the same time. So
I used to watch him, but he doesn't put too many YouTube videos up anymore. I don't see any new ones coming up.
He does. He posts pictures every once in a while. But we can talk about carbon and stuff.
Well, thank you, DNA Snakes. He loves Fauna Radio.
That's my homie.
Yeah. We're just running late today because Gary was busy. He had to get everything packed in his car to get going. That's why we started late. So you did say it last. You did tell everybody last week we'd be starting late this week. So
yeah. So what happened is I was going to be able to come close to being on time. I was going to be close. So I was going to leave work at 7. I was going to get at the facility by 7:40, and whatever time it took me to load the animals, then I was going to just jump on. But I had a couple come in, or a mom and a daughter come in and want phones like at 7:00, and I'm not giving up money.
Of course not.
I was like, oh, we can do this in a half hour. She goes, are you sure? I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, no.
So we got that. Yeah, it was guaranteed money, and I'm trying to do good. I shook off the rust because I haven't sold in a while. I was a manager for the longest time, and I didn't sell nothing. And the last 5 days, I've really shaken off that rust. So I'm selling again, so it feels good.
That's good.
See if I can make this better where you guys can see my. There we go. So what's been going on at your end of the woods?
Well, I was working with the mealworms today. Working with the hognose. And just working with the geckos, basic stuff. I got a lot of beetles now. What was that? You froze there for a second. I didn't.
Oh,
I'm sure. Okay, now I can hear you. What were you saying?
What was the hognose you got?
That one was just a normal one, but it just has a decent looking pattern to it, and it it's possible head albino, so it'll fit in with everything. It was female, so it's always good,
There you go. Stack up them females, man. Stack up them females.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah, I might freeze a little bit here and there during the spot.
Oh, that's fine.
I don't know.
I'm here.
It says LTE. I don't know. It's low though. I got like 1-2 lines.
Everybody share the video, please, so that we get more people in here. Does anybody want to talk about anything in particular? MS Farms is here. Hello. Gary might be frozen a little bit here, guys, but that's okay. Oh, there he's back. If anybody wants to talk about anything.
Last time, it says, yeah, let us know what we want to talk about. You want to talk? Dude, what about what's going on with Darian again? Jesus, he like being on the drama end of things, man.
Well, I'm going to say something. I think he's kind of smart when he does that. Because what he does is he does that, and it brings all this attention to it. And it's the front page of everything well, I'm not going to say the front page, but it's like the top thing forever. Gets a lot of people commenting and a lot of people upset, and they argue back and forth. It kind of brings a lot of attention to the to what's his name there, yeah, to the morph market, which is kind of good.
It's always going to be attached to someone. And I don't care if it's one little thing and changes it, argue. One little thing change, get everyone to argue. Just write the
Yeah.
My goodness.
Nikki's just watching she's drawing while she's watching and listening. Christian's
I gotta get that
animals outside and listening in.
Yeah, I got some Nikki art. I got to get the TikTok and stuff up. I got art from Nikki I got to get up.
I love the hognose picture she drew.
Oh, yeah.
She's got such talent.
And look at I only got 2:35 left, guys. 2 hours and 35 minutes.
MS Farms is just trying to catch up.
All the people. Yeah, did you see there's a Repty lounge now and a Repty cart now? What's everyone doing my Repty stuff for?
I didn't pay attention to that, but I did join the Repty deal, which I think is cool. It's very well set up.
Yeah, I got Repty deal. I got 2 more things coming out probably next week. I got 2 more things coming out, Repty. We're going to rectify everything, man.
That's what we got to do.
And I'm hoping park in October. So
I agree with that. It's a delicate balance and to get attention without being detrimental. I totally agree with that.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, you do. You do, Christian. You got to post some pictures of animals up on there.
Oh, wait till you guys
MS
see after this expo when I start posting up.
Oh, is it going to be good? Or are you going to give us a hint, or are you just going to wait until afterwards?
Oh, I'm posting everything I have for sale.
Oh, very good.
I got blood tangerines and bloods and I got everything. Oh, I'm coming up on a river.
I would not know that, if that's true or not.
I cut out.
He wants to know if a dog bites a person in Texas two separate occasions, if they have to be euthanized, if that's the law there, and if it's the same law for exotic animals. I have no clue. Christian might know.
Yeah,
Texas
I couldn't answer that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would say don't let it happen a second time though.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing, Aaron? She's going to sell out and have nothing left to post.
We are going to sell out. That's a good thing.
A very good thing.
I brought some different stuff today, or for tomorrow. I brought some different stuff because the hardest thing about doing a new show is you don't know the clientele. You don't know the customer base. So you got to kind of sprinkle in everything. So
yeah.
I think I brought a couple $1,000 geckos and I brought $50 geckos and everything in between. We'll see what they sell.
Well, that's what you got to do. Bring a complete range of stuff until you get a feel for the place. So
I need to start leveling up and get our next level in it and get some of the next level displays. That's what I need to do.
Yeah.
The next level displays are hot. Aaron got those. Aaron got next level. Dylan got next level displays.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, I'm in 5G. We might be going good now.
Yeah. You haven't had no issues for a while.
Yeah, we got 5G. Oh, we going big, guys. We're going big.
I'm going to post a question to everybody, and just to get their opinion and what they think. Now, what do you guys? I talked to you about it the other day, Gary. But now with USARC, what do you guys think of USARC trying to back candidates that don't believe in like the Lacey Act and all these rules? Do you think they should get behind them, or wait till the laws are passed and try to fight them? I'm just asking everybody.
Oh, no, that's cool. I think it's hard because if you back it, I mean, it's one issue. So you got to get the people to vote for them first off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so hard with the laws type of thing. It's like when I was talking to somebody one time, they said, you can't hit home runs without the ball being pitched to you. That's what they told me. And I didn't understand that. And they said, when a law starts getting placed, that's when we go to bat. We try to beat that. We try to beat that law. And
which makes sense. Yeah.
I think, in my personal opinion, I think it's stupid to have any laws against anything. But it's Darian brought this up, and a few other people brought this up. It says the right to own animals. We have to be real. There's no right to own animals. We don't have a right.
No. It's not written anywhere that you have a right to own an animal.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, they can take it away anytime, so it's not a right. So what we got to do is educate. We got to educate these people saying, hey, these aren't that bad,
But when dealing with people like PETA, there's no education there because they won't listen to anything you say anyway. So, but what I was saying is,
PETA's a bad organization. Like,
if you were to back a candidate, you just put money in there, and just like a lobbyist, you just give them money, and then they'll just work on not trying to fight your law before it even gets imposed.
Or we get Phil to be a politician.
Yeah, have him run for president, right?
So most areas, most people don't know this, and Dylan's starting to see this. Most areas will change their laws, but how you get them to change their laws is money, like you're saying.
Yeah.
So if I took Warner Exotics and I was going to put them into a small town, like say where I'm at, they had laws against owning animals, but I'm like, I'm going to bring in $25,000 to $35,000 in taxes for your city. They're going to be more umped to go ahead and change the law for their small town. But now, if I go to Green Bay or Milwaukee and they had laws, my $35,000 is a drop in the bucket. They don't care.
Yeah.
So the small towns, we can get them to change easy. This takes money.
Yeah.
Wrightstown loves my money.
Of course they do.
Oh, it's dark out here. It's dark.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm out in the middle of the country.
Yeah. Well, the
I'm
sun
out
is still
in the middle of
out here,
nowhere. Oh, that's right. You guys are you guys an hour behind?
No, we're the same time. It's just we're so far north.
Gotcha. Yep. I didn't know if you guys hit the new time, the next time zone there or not.
No, it goes.
That's the one thing I love about driving out west. Oh man,
it goes through our state, but not here.
I should have cleaned my windshield. Yeah, okay. I should have cleaned my windshield before I drove. They're nasty.
Bugs.
Yeah, it's getting nasty now because I'm out in the country driving.
Yeah.
And I forgot to fill my stuff, and it's empty. So I'll probably end up stopping at a gas station eventually.
Yeah. So what's everybody breeding this year? Anybody got anything special they're going to breed and show?
I'm gonna breed leopard geckos.
Yeah.
The Jubia roaches.
Yeah. I'm working on mealworms and geckos and a few odds and end things here and there. Nothing big.
Your mealworms growing still?
Oh yeah. I sent you a bunch of pictures today, but I don't know if you got them because you were on the go all day. So
I seen it, and then when I was sent you the link, I seen it. I'm like, oh, I'll have to look at them when I get to the hotel.
Yeah.
Because I can't just go in a hotel and fall asleep. So what's going to happen? I'm going to get there at 11:45, and then I'll go in. By the time I get in, there'll be 15 minutes. So it'll be midnight. I won't go to sleep till 1, and I'll be getting back up at 6.
Yeah.
So, but my stuff's so easy to set up. If I don't talk, it takes me an hour.
Oh, that ain't bad though.
And my banner, because I got old school banners still, as you guys seen. I got old school banners. I don't got the new pop-up ones. Oh, I know why it's cold. I got my AC on. Jeez. Oh, why is it so cold? My back's up. My back is the heat's on for the animals, but up front my AC is on. There, because this has trio. This has triple thermostats for each row.
Oh yeah, my van has 2, one for the front and one for the back. Not triple, but
yeah, it's weird. It's this, and then if I hit the buttons wrong, like right now, I'll sync it and redo it all. There we go.
Aaron wants to know what hotel you're staying at.
Me, oh freaking! I forgot the name of it. I'm headed there right now. I'm headed there. I forget the name of it. How I choose my hotel, and I know people are going to be like, "What the hell?" I choose it by cleanliness rating. I don't care how good they are. I mean, like how nice they are. It matters how clean they are. That's exactly how I do it.
I just watched a news report on that. Did you see it? They took fluorescent paint that you can't see and painted on the sheets that can be washed off. And they looked like they didn't really mess with the sheets too much. But then in the next day when they came back and they had someone else rent a room in the same exact room. And they went in with the black light. You could see it written on there. And some of them got some of the top rating for cleanliness. And they didn't know what to do.
Now you're ruining me. God.
So you know what I do, right? When I go to a hotel?
What's that?
I call down and have housekeeping send up a whole new set of sheets and stuff, and then have them change the bed right in front of me, or I do it myself. I don't sleep on that stuff.
That's an idea. That's an idea. I think that's what I need to do.
Yeah. Because if you're traveling a lot or something, then people, they cut corners to try to get their work done in time, you know?
Hell yeah.
Adam's here. Adam, how are you, buddy?
This is weird how I'm getting here. It's like a bunch of side roads. There's no like highway to get to La Crosse from where I'm at.
Do you think they took you the shortest route?
Yeah, I took the shortest route. Yeah. I don't care if there's tolls or not or anything. I don't care. I just wanted the shortest route. Now there's like 40 people. It must be because there's like 40 people behind me on this country road. Jeez. I'm going to die, guys. They're going to follow me. I bet you it's like that. What? Jeepers Creepers.
So you're going to a show this weekend, Adam? Very good. You got a lot of cornfields there too, don't you? Did you ever see the movie Children of the Corn, Gary?
Exactly. That's what's going to happen to me.
Or Jeepers Creepers. You ever see that one?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jeepers Creepers is going to happen. That's going to happen. I'm going to get followed by the guy in that truck, like in the first one, not the second one. The first one. He drives that truck.
I don't mean to laugh. It's kind of funny, though.
Oh, no, it's funny. It's hilarious. I just had a guy pass me. I'm going 65 on this back road. He's passed me. I just don't know where I'm at, so I don't want to like miss. In 3 miles, I got to turn left.
Yeah.
This is all fun. I wanted to try to get most of it, the driving done outside of the dark, because so I could see stuff, but whatever.
How far is your place from where your house is at, or whatever, where you work, from the interstate?
From my facility, or from the
wherever you packed up from?
Horizon. Oh, from the interstate, 1.5 miles, 2 miles.
Why don't you just get on the interstate and head?
But there's no this
right into it.
It doesn't go there. That's what I'm saying. Is the interstate? I was on the interstate. It took me off and goes to 10. Now I'm on these side roads because they said one of the roads were closed or something. I don't know.
Oh,
I've never gone here. So,
when I used to go there, I used to go up the interstate, and I used to go right through La Crosse. But if they got it closed or whatever, I don't know.
That way north. I don't know.
So Adam, you have a show this weekend?
Like, I have not seen a town in a little while.
Yeah.
And the bugs are terrible.
Get kind of freaky out there in the middle of the night, huh? Dark. Yeah.
Like, it's like a big hill next to me. I don't know. I like more for see it in the daylight so I can see what's around me. I'll give you a story. When we were in Utah one time, Kanab, we thought it was a really bad town. And it was a really nice hotel, days in, but it was really actually nice. We woke up and the town's an awesome little town. We didn't know that. It was like pitch black. You couldn't see the mountains.
Yeah.
I'm going 65 miles an hour and people are passing me. There must not be cops out here or something. I don't know. I don't want to get. I don't want to get
You'll
pulled
speed
over.
and get pulled over right away.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Is I'm almost going 70 miles an hour, and my phone's telling me to slow down because the Google Maps has that when you're speeding thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I don't care. I'm just going.
Gonna go for it.
I'm coming up. I'm going to turn away from these psychotic people driving. I thought I was a psychotic driver because I speed all the time. Oh, it's a stop sign. Is it a stop sign? Google Maps didn't say it was a stop sign. Dude.
Yeah, they do you ever see that movie Wrong Turn?
That's what we're in Utah and Kanab. We went down one way and it said this is not 94. Let's just pretend that's what the road was. It said this is not 94. Turn around now. And we're like, what the hell is that? You know, and it's because they put that there because people think that's 94 or whatever road it was. And that's why we stayed there. We were like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, I discussed. Oops.
Yeah, I would have said the same thing.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. And Laura's all worried about it. And then we stayed and she locked the doors when I got to the hotel. And we woke up. We're like, oh, this is a nice little town. But it gets black, like dark. It gets dark out there and out in Utah area, Arizona.
Yeah.
And look at this county road. I'm on a county road.
Oh, you're on a county road.
On a county road. Well, I'm gonna be on another county road. But it must be like the way to go because of whatever's closed, because there's a lot of people around me, like a lot of people driving this road. So it must be the detour to get around that or something.
Yeah.
Because they do close down highways.
Oh, I suppose.
They're weird here. They don't they just close them down.
I was going through Wisconsin. It was really late and we were tired and we saw that hotel and we pulled off and pulled in and got a room. And it was like the only thing for 100 miles in any direction. It was actually scary looking. It was over by the border of Minnesota.
They can get you. And there's semis on this road. Yeah, this has to be the detour. There's semis, everything. That's why everyone's speeding too. That makes sense. They're like, oh, the highway's down, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to have to wash my van tomorrow. There's so many bugs on it now. It wasn't like that earlier.
No.
Yeah, so the show's going to be fun. I'm going to sell some geckers.
You should do some videotape in there and make a video or something and put up.
I try so hard. It's just with me being the only person I set up, and people want to talk to me. So they come over and talk to me, slow me down, and by the time it's opening time. Oh, and I missed my turn. Oops. I'm going to turn around. Oh, no. I'm coming up out of the city. I'll turn around.
Yeah, no, I get that too. If you had someone else with you, it might be easier, but it's tough.
I'm going backwards. I'm going to pull in this person's yard. I will say this. I love having a backup camera.
Yeah, that comes in handy, I suppose.
Yeah, I missed my turn. Well, it's so dark here, and it don't have like a sign until you get right up on it.
Well, if I live closer, I would definitely help you with stuff for sure.
Oh, I should just turn on Siri, or not Siri, but Google. She could tell me when to turn.
Yeah.
Oh, I go back on 22 South. That's what it is. I got to go back. That was a detour. I'm going to 22 South again.
Yeah.
So this is sort of work. If I wasn't driving, it wouldn't be so bad.
No. Mm-mm. No, at least you're doing you're sounding good and everything. It's not like you're breaking up too much now. So
Yeah, I'm on. Oh, I got full bars, man. I'm full. Wherever this is, I don't even know where I'm at. I don't even, oh, dude, I was listening to Pauly Shore and Joe Rogan. If you guys don't like Joe Rogan, listen to the Pauly Shore Joe Rogan one.
I like Joe Rogan.
The Pauly Shore one lets you like into what comedy is. It's weird.
I'll have to go
I
listen
am
to it. Is that a new
in.
episode?
I don't know somewhere. Huh?
Is that a new episode? The Pauly Shore?
No, it's an older one. Yeah, it's old. It's like a lot older. I want to say like 25 to 30 episodes. Well, so it's not that old because he does one every day.
Yeah.
Oh, this is weird.
Soon you will be back on the country roads.
Yeah, I'm on these roads. It looks like campgrounds now surrounding me.
Frank the Tank is in the
I'm
house.
still going. See, I'm still going, guys. I'm rocking it.
Frank
Says I got
Frank
5
says,
bars.
Frank says Gary's going to sketchy neighborhoods to buy some waffles.
I need some waffles. I'm actually hungry. I went to Panera Bread and I get like free drinks at Panera Bread, or they're not free. I pay like $7 or something a month, and you get as many drinks as you want from Panera Bread. And my store is right next to a Panera Bread, and I've been drinking like drinks all day today. I haven't really eaten all day. I was like, oh, I'll eat when I get into lacrosse. I figured I was going to get there by 10:30, 11 o'clock, and that's not happening. I'm going to get there at 11:45.
Oh, we lost him, everybody. He'll be back. I'm sure he'll be back very soon. So when I see him come back, we'll get him back in. So, but we can all chat. So what's everybody doing? Waffle House, International House of Waffle pancakes, or just a regular Waffle House? Frank the Tank here is obsessed with waffles. He likes waffles. And waffles are good. But when Gary comes back, we'll get him in. We just lost him for a minute. It's all good. All good. Waffle House brawl. Does that mean people throwing waffles at other people and all the fun stuff like that? So what's everybody been up to other than just hanging out, I guess? Glass so this way I can see your comments better. I've been taking care of mealworms and all that stuff. Oh, Gary messaged me. Let me see what he has to say. He's saying, won't let me connect. Okay. Gary may not be back. He is having trouble. Get back on. So we'll just go with it. How's that sound, everybody? Cleaning cages. What do you got that you're cleaning? What kind of animals you got in cages? I was cleaning mealworm setups today. So always fun. I'll have to admit that to you, MS Farms. I like waffles much better than pancakes. Leo's. Yep. I have a lot of those too. So I do a lot of Leo cleaning also. So it's can be interesting. They're like crepes almost, though, ain't they, back in the Netherlands? Mealworms tomorrow. How many mealworms you got? Photo day. Yeah, I got to set up a photo day. I have to bring my little photo booth up, get it all set up, take some good pictures of some of my hognose and geckos and things like that. Yep, definitely got to do that too. It's always fun doing that. Let me see. Oh, they're thicker. You get the thicker pancakes over in the Netherlands. Okay. Okay. I got you. Crepes are good. I like crepes myself. I think they're delicious. Oh, about 10,000. Yeah, I got millions upon millions of them. Let me see if I can get a picture. I don't know if you'll see it real well, but here, I'll just show you a picture of just some of my beetles alone. I separated beetles today, so I put them all in bins, and then I got to separate them out of bins as I set them up. But these are all different bins of beetles. Let me see. There's oh, it's not going to show you. Oh, no. There you go. There's one bin. See if that one gets there. Right there's another one. I don't know why it's doing that to my phone, but there's two more bins, one on top of the other. There's another bin. There's another one. There's another one. Oh, these are all just beetles and bins. There's three more. Two on the bottom, one on the top. And then I started separating out pupa, but oh, you're not going to see it. Yeah, I wouldn't chew on them beetles for nothing. You don't need that many right now? Well, I'm going to start selling them. That's why I'm doing so many. I'm really building up. I would have produced millions a month. So Nikki, you gonna do me a hognose picture? You got to give me a price. Let you know if I can afford it. I like the hognose pictures. They're pretty cool. So MS Farms, tomorrow's cleaning day and Sunday is photo day. Yep, I gotta definitely do that. Get photos up. I said that already. It's all right, Nikki. What I said is, I like the hognose pictures. You gotta give me a quote on a price for one or something, or let me know. So yeah, I got those. I got crested geckos, leopard geckos, picta geckos, all the fun stuff, I guess. Lots of leopard geckos. I guess I don't need these no more because nobody's coming back in. So you're releasing that one August 1st, huh? Very good. Can you make regular pictures? Like if I sent you a picture, would you be able to make a picture of a hognose or something? I'm sure you could. What kind of story from the olden days? I ain't that old, but tell me from what era and what you would like to know. I did learn some history the other day. I really did. It's pretty interesting. I figured you could make anything. You got such a talent. It's not even funny. You're like unbelievably talented. I know this is a reptile show, but during World War II, I could tell you a little World War II story if you would like to hear it. But you gotta let me know. Gotta let me know. Yeah, let me answer my buddy back here real quick. Let it rip. Okay, during World War II, some paratroopers were jumping in to a Japanese occupied area. Okay, and there was this guy named Baguette, but the Japanese took off in their planes and were shooting the paratroopers as they were coming in, and they would just gun them down with their planes. So he's coming down. This guy named Baguette. I don't know what rank he was or not, but he's coming down, and he played like he was dead. Just went limp and everything. And the pilots were flying around, and this one pilot come flying around, slowed down, opened up his hood so he could look and see who was dead and who wasn't. And when he did that, Baguette pulled out his 1911 45 ACP and started shooting. Killed the pilot, took the plane down, and it's the only recorded record of a soldier or anybody ever taking a plane down with a handgun. So, if I know this is supposed to be about reptiles, but I know history too a little bit, so I'll just keep you guys informed. I try. Crazy, yeah, very, very crazy. So, how's your season going, Adam? Oh no, I'm not that old, but I'm old. I guess I'm not from World War II, mind you, but I was around before Vietnam was over. 1859. No, I served Abraham Lincoln tea. 1859. I was kind of still young there, I guess, even though he died in 1864. So I was older than 5. It's going okay. That's good. That is good, Adam. Anything new, Adam? Did you get anything new or anything like that? Oh, you were born in 1969. We're very close to the same age there. Very close. Very, very close. So you were around before Vietnam was over too. Oh wow. 88. Now you're making me feel old. I've been 1988, I was already out of high school, so it's all good. In 1988, my sister was already out of high school for 10 years. 87. Wow, Adam. I didn't realize you were that young. Not that I thought you were that old, but I didn't realize. I should have, though, because I've seen some of your stuff you did on YouTube, and yeah. Todd, how are you doing, sir? How is Todd Audrey doing? How's the weather been treating you down there, Todd? You're hanging in there, doing well. Well, I'm not going to complain, Todd, but a lot has happened. I'll talk to you. I could talk to you in private about it all, but yeah, not bad, not bad. Sorry to hear about your collection with the problem. Yeah, rest in peace, Gary. You will be missed. The children of the corn got him, right? Yeah. Anybody want to come on? I'll send an invite. I'll put an invite in, and we'll let somebody on if they want to come on. You just gotta let me know. Somebody say yes. I'll put up the link, and somebody can get in. You just have to click the link. That's all. Yeah, it's been pretty bad where you're at. I notice my cousin is in the same state. He owns a huge farm on the opposite side of you over by the other border, almost directly across from me. It's been pretty tough there too. So, but down there, the storms seem to go straight across. Yeah, I had one of them too. Rotary dial up. And to get privacy, you had to walk in the other room on the cord and shut the door. If you could, if it could reach that far. So, you find anything good herping there, Todd? Anything good? Ooh, that sucks. That sucks. Did you, Todd? Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Is it because of weather or just haven't had time? Still fixing things. Oh, yeah. You guys had a bad storm, didn't you? That's right. That is right. I forgot about that. So am I. I got another birthday coming up here in the end of the month here. So, well, I hope you're able to fix everything. Did you guys get a tornado or was it just straight line winds? Oh, straight line winds. Yeah, them are just sometimes the straight line winds are worse than a tornado. You know, we had a tornado come through here once and it only wrecked certain things, but the straight line winds damaged everything. My daughter just sent me something. Let me see what it is. Oh, nothing much. Birthday waffles, Is it now? Next weekend. What is next weekend? Uh-huh. We'll tell your daughter next happy birthday. Mine's right after that. Cool people are born in July. Oh. And at the end of July makes it better. Thank you for stopping in, Todd. Talk to you later. Oh, yours is at the end of this month too? Happy birthday. July people are cool. But all people are cool, but you know, I favor July people.
Is it just going to be you tonight?
Yeah. Well, he was on, but he got lost. It's unlocked. You can lock it up. No, don't lock it up. I got to run back over there anyway. So, sorry, guys. Sorry. So, how's the weather where you're at, Frank? If anybody wants to come on, you let me know. I'll put the link up. I can have one of you guys come on and talk. It's hot. That's about it. I heard where you're at, you're going to get it. You're going to have probably one of the worst winters you guys have ever dealt with. Like tons of snow. Like back in, you remember back in, was it 95, 94 storm where we got 34 inches there? Yeah. In one storm, very rare, but it's going to happen. Stuff like that's going to happen to you. At least that's what I was told. I don't know if it's true or not, but yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I put that out there. I was thinking Adam would be hopping on, but maybe he got busy or something. Yeah, I know. No matter how much rain you get, we're out of it up here now. But it wouldn't take long for us to go back into a drought, they said. So I don't know. I'm sure you will regret those words this winter coming up. At least that's what they said. I saw they extended, it's going to be hot, and then you guys are supposed to get hammered because of the way the jet stream goes. It doesn't go up now and come down through where I'm at. It comes up, goes almost across, and it goes across the southern part of the country, and then it goes across Florida, catches it, and goes up. So you guys are supposed to get a lot of nor'easters. So same here, Nikki. We got so much snow at first, and it didn't freeze. The ground didn't freeze. It just started packing on. And we just got a lot of snow right out the bat early in October, and it didn't melt. When it melted, it just ran off. It didn't, because the ground didn't freeze or nothing. It didn't slowly go into the ground or nothing. It was in and gone. Boom. So they were complaining about that. Now we got a lot of rain, so they're complaining about that. Now we're supposed to go into a dry spell, and they're going to be complaining about that. So. I heard that too. But I think tomorrow, don't quote me on this, but tomorrow is supposed to be the hottest day recorded in human history. So we'll see how that goes. At least that's what they said. So I don't know how true that's going to be. You know, Nikki, it has been cold here, and it's very rare. We're in the coldest July in like 50 years or something. The other day was the coldest day in July in history, I think, up here. Not in history, but in 60, 70 years. When my grandfather was a kid, though, I'll tell you this, Nikki, my grandfather was a kid when he was about 6, 7 years old. They always used to go to this lake. This was around 100 years ago. They used to go to this lake, maybe even longer than 100 years ago. They used to go to this lake all the time on the 4th of July to have a picnic and do some fishing and stuff. And they couldn't go. Do you want to know why they couldn't go? Because it was actually snowing here in July. So it can happen. And I'm not too far from you. Wally, I cannot complain. I am doing pretty good. It was not a real hot day. It was cool, but they saying next week or something we're supposed to get really hot here. But no, it wasn't bad. We were raining for 2-3 days straight. Now it went to you guys, I think. Yes, snow in July. About 15 years ago, it snowed so much in June, they had to call the snow plows out to move it. So it can happen. I believe it was hot down there in June, Nikki. Yeah, it can happen. There we go. Flawless crested geckos. How are you doing? How are you guys doing? It's great to hear you guys. To see you guys on here. I was watching some of your live stream earlier. Still swear, you guys got the greatest setup for crested geckos I've ever seen. I love the way you guys do everything, and your ball pythons too. Your ball pythons are coming along very, very nice. I am very impressed. And the way you do your Patreon, amazing. But I'll tell you this, out of everybody on here, I don't know how many people agree with me on this, but I'm going to put this out there too. Wally Kern has about the greatest YouTube channel I've ever seen. So it's I haven't missed anything he's ever put out. So yep. Yeah. So what is everybody doing? What are you doing now? How are things going? Will and Aubrey, how are things going there? How are things going with you, Wally? How is the weather where you guys are at? Because that's what we were talking about. Nikki was talking about how hot it is where she's at. And that's just like Nikki. She's got the greatest artwork I've seen ever. I like his stuff too, but it's just you do it differently, Wally. A lot of weirdo gecko eggs today, huh? That's interesting. You had me on that one. Guess the species. You don't. Some of them species you don't see much of out there at all. So, it's always fun. Did you guys hear the report on water? A little of the asopods are still alive, but they are still not moving at all. The tarantulas as well. Yeah. Sorry that happened to you. Sorry to hear that. Didn't that happen a while ago, or is this a new incident that happened? Time to get new neighbors. If that's where it happened from, I don't know. Well, I can tell you this. A couple years back, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, Frank had a whole setup. His neighbor had their house exterminated, I guess. And some of it got caught in the wind and came in his window, I guess, and killed off some of his stuff. Now, I don't know. This might be a whole new situation again. Oh, this time was a family member. Sorry. Time to get a new family member then. No, I'm just kidding you. Just kidding you. I don't know. You know, I would be so upset. I hope they bounce back. The problem is with isopods, you know, they breathe through gills, and I think gills could get seriously damaged. Now, as for your dubia roaches, I don't know how much I would trust feeding that stuff to stuff now. I don't know. Because things have a tendency of grabbing poisons, all right, storing it, like gathering it up in their system and storing it. And if you go to feed it to another animal, it could be released in the other animal. I don't know if that could happen with them or not, but I don't know. Oh, you're not going to feed them off. Very good. Yeah, it's, they didn't die. Now, here's the thing. They didn't die. Now, if you breed them, their babies may become immune to like the poisons. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. 2 times is tough for you, Frank. Neighbors once, now family member. I don't know. That'd be upsetting to me. Very upsetting. Yeah, I would say that too. You probably got to let the cycle go for at least 6 months before you do it. I don't know. I would think that anyway. I'm not sure. Yeah, that would be upsetting to me. That's what would upset me more than anything is they don't you're using them and then something like that happens. I don't get it. It would be upsetting to me. Crazy stuff going on. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I did a little bit of research and I checked a few things out, and I've been thinking about this for a while. Now, Wally, are you still in here? It's just a question I want you to think about for a minute, and I'm going to ask you. Only if you're in here, otherwise, for no reason at all, just crash. I hope that doesn't happen to mine. I never heard of that happening before with mealworms, though, but I suppose it could happen. Okay, now this is a question for you breeders. I'm sure there's a few of you in here that have been breeding for a long time. Now, I've been thinking about this, and then I saw a YouTuber today do something that made me think of it because they talked about it. Also, they were thinking about it too. Now, they got their eggs, and they did this with crocodilian eggs, but I've always thought about this with other eggs. Now, when these animals lay eggs, they kind of put them in a pile, and they cover the pile over with like vegetation, like snakes and stuff do. Now the vegetation breaks down, like mulch and stuff will break down, and as it breaks down, it creates heat, which keeps the animal alive. I mean, keeps the eggs warm. Now, as it's breaking down, it makes it a little acidic, which actually, and nutrients, I guess, break down and are laying on the eggs and they go into the eggs. Now, I've always done this. Every time I I put eggs down. The only time I didn't do it was with ball python eggs, but I should probably have done it with them too. But I used to take mulch, and I still do it with my gecko eggs and stuff. Take mulch and sphagnum moss, wet it, dampen it, strain it out, lay it on top of them, and as it breaks down, it could be making the shell softer for the animals to get out. It could be adding nutrients into the shell. It could leach through into the animals. Maybe. What's your opinion on that? Now, crocodilian eggs, they know that they do this for crocodilians because what happens is it makes the eggs softer because they're harder shells. Now, I would assume that would work also with turtles and tortoise eggs, but I don't know if I've never heard of anybody doing it with turtle and tortoise eggs. I've heard them doing it with crocodilian eggs, and then a guy did it today, a bigger YouTuber, and he basically said the same thing, and I'm like, I'm going to keep doing that because that's what I believe. Yeah, we're all hoping they pull through for you, Frank. Now, here's a question for you, Frank. Did you take them animals out of the enclosure they were in, put them on all new stuff, and spray them down a little bit? With like a mister or something? That may help them like rinse some of that off and flush it through their system, maybe, huh? I don't know. Wow, that's a long time to be breeding them, and then that happened to you, Nikki. Yeah, I didn't mean sand geckos. I meant like the other stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I think that I think because as it breaks down, it releases chemicals, not like natural chemicals. When I say that, I mean it turns acidic, probably makes the eggshells a little bit softer so they can hatch easier and don't get like not egg bound, but animals stuck in the shells. And it also, I'm sure, there are new vitamins and stuff in there that go into the egg that maybe the developing animal needs because they've been doing it for millions of years. They probably become dependent on that. And a lot of us put them in them crates that don't even have their suspended crates where they don't even touch nothing. They just sit on the plastic with water underneath it. Now, I don't think that's good. I think you need to have that, like the peat moss and stuff like that for a medium, at least. Yeah, see, now that's a good point too. Always add to keep the bloodline going good. You should do that with what's his name also, dubia roaches. You should always add dubia roaches to your colony so they're constantly growing and getting better. All right, Frank. I was just an idea, and you already thought of it, so I should have known you would have thought of it already. I would be very upset if it happened to me, but I'm upset that it happened to you too. Sorry that happened, buddy. Very sorry. Mm-hmm. We should do a video on that, Wally. I think we should definitely do a video on it, talking about it and giving our insight on what we think. If you go back and look at any of my videos of my eggs hatch, and there's always peat moss and sphagnum moss in there, Well, I know there's definitely sphagnum moss in them all. But I've always, you say don't bury the eggs, but I've done it. Not bury them deep, but just so that only the tippy top of the egg is out. Yeah. It's a shame. I'm sorry that happened, buddy. So sorry. This little fly flying around here. I don't know if you've seen it. It's driving me crazy. I was over here looking. It just flew and landed on my head. It's driving me crazy. Yeah. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying that, but I was just giving, my thoughts on it. But yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with using hatch rate or anything like that. Yeah, that's another question. Now, the hatch rate you use is it the clay one, or is it the other one that looks like perlite that has the water gel isomers, polymer isomer stuff in it? That was going to be my next question for you. Is it gray? Is it like does it look like stone, almost like a tannish color, or is it the white one? Yeah, Frank. If you think there's a possibility that it was able to get contaminated, it's something to think about. It's the brownish rock pebble stuff. Yeah, that's the clay stuff, and it's aquatic pond soil with water isomers in it. I think I just use plain aquatic pond soil with no fertilizers in it. I make it wet, let it soak for a few minutes. I drain off all the excess water, then I sprinkle a little layer dry on it. Then I can put my eggs in it, and then I put my other stuff in it. They have two kinds of Wally. They have one that looks like the clay, and then they have one that's um, perlite with the crystals in it. I know what's his name uses the clay stuff. They sell it. Rapashi has big, huge things of it, but you can go right online, buy aquatic pond soil, and it works great. I got that tip of what that was. I went to go buy it from them because they had some for sale, hatch material, and this individual told me what it was and where to get it, and I've been using it ever since, and I have to thank that person. Turfus, yeah, or aquatic pond soil. The person told me aquatic pond soil. I don't think you want to argue with that person, Wally. Been using it ever since. Very well. You can buy a big 30-pound bag of it for like $20. Aquatic pond soil. What, the aquatic pond soil dried out too fast? That's why you put sphagnum moss in there and you just dampen it. But if you put water in it and let it soak for at least 10 minutes and then drain off the excess, you usually stay good. Yeah, I don't like the weight hatch rate crap stuff. Some people swear by it though, but I don't know. Wally, would you like me to tell you who told me about the aquatic pond soil? If so, just hit the word yes. Or just type the word yes. I should say type the word yes, and then I could put it in there for sure. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah. Okay, listen. The guy who told me that is to this day scared to watch my daughter open up a box of geckos or anything. Does that give you a clue? Wally? You told me that. That's why I said I don't think you want to argue with this guy because you'll get nowhere. Oh, man. You knew that was coming. All right, then. I lived at a place that got really dry. So what I did is I would soak sphagnum moss and stick it in there, right? And then constantly check the water, check the humidity in there. And sometimes you have to not have any holes in your container so it holds the humidity. But if you put water in, I don't know if you use square containers or round containers, but I use square ones most of the time. So I can put water in the corner and it'll so that way I can add it in the corner and it'll bring up the humidity in there is what I was trying to say. Then I started reading Wally's comment and it kind of threw me off. Yeah. Do you know what I would have told him, Wally? I'm not trying to start nothing, but I would have told him whatever you say. You could sell it all, but you had a contract with him to sell his food, I suppose, because you had your own company. You have your own business. So if you were selling his product, he probably had a way of saying, you may have had to listen to him. I don't know. I would have still told him, no, this is my stuff. I'm not doing it. But that's what he sells now. He sells it in big containers. Pretty expensive compared to what you can buy online. Did you have to pull it off because of like a contract you had signed with him or something? That's great, Wally. That is great, man. You got me laughing so hard. That's great. That's great. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about the guy, but I asked him a question once and I got a very rude answer back. And I have told you this story before, so I'm not gonna say anything bad about anybody, but that did upset me. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hello. All right. Can I call you right back? Can I call you back in a few minutes? Okay, go ahead. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, uh, no, I'm on the live stream. But sorry about that, guys. That was my very, very good friend. So, yeah, you told me that too. You're like, well, here, buy it here. That's funny, Nikki. That's funny. Uh, it's Commissioner Gordon. Yeah, I'm not a Batman fan. I am, but not. My guy is. I got two of my favorite superheroes. Three. I have three favorite superheroes, and I'm gonna tell you in the order they come. Okay. Superman, number one. Then you got the Hulk, because the Hulk. You know what? No matter how much you hurt the Hulk, he just gets bigger and stronger over and over and over again. Constantly grows from being angry. But the Flash is one of my favorites. But I did used to watch the '60s, but the '60s. I used to watch Adam West as Batman, Commissioner Gordon. Great show. I loved it. Batman and Robin. Bang, pow, boom. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about there, Wally. I'm sure. Yeah, but we've got a Hulk. Perfect one. Are you going to try to see the new one that's coming out? Not the Hulk, but it's the new Superman movie that they're going to be working on. Can't remember what it's called now, but it's supposed to have a lot of people in it. It's going to have that that one guy in it that can become whatever he can become anything, and in, like Superman, Superman's weekend, so he could turn into kryptonite even. Yeah, Batman was a good one. Green Hornet was another good one. But I used to watch reruns of the original, not the original, but way back with Reeves, not Christopher Reeves, the other one, George Reeves, as Superman. I like that show. And Lassie. I used to watch Lassie too. That was an old one too, with Timmy. Used to be on TV every morning. I'd get up early before school, and it would be on every morning before school started. And I would watch that Lassie, go to school, and when I would come home from school would be Superman on, and then would be Batman. And the Lone Ranger, Poncho. Yep. You grew up watching Pokemon. And then what was the other good show? What was it? Give me a minute. Dark Shadows. My sister used to run home to catch Dark Shadows. Kind of crazy, but she did. From school, she would get home as quick as she could to watch it. And the original Rocky and Bullwinkle. I watched that later on, but I still liked it. Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z was, I was older, but I still thought it was pretty good. I suppose you grew up watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but that's probably before you too. The original ones before you. I'm sure. Sorry. Aquaman was a good one, yes. So was that Operation Stingray was good. And what was the other one? It was a Japanese one, and it was the giant robot guy. I can't think of the name of it. You got to give me a minute. I'm sure somebody out there knows what it. Turn on Dark Shadows. Wow, the memories. Thunderbirds. That's it. That's it. I knew somebody would know it. I knew somebody. Yeah. You ever watch Operation Stingray? Speed Racer was an okay one. Yeah, it was good. Mm-hmm. Go Speed Racer. Mm-hmm. The original Power Rangers, that was my son's thing. He liked the Power Rangers. Uh-huh. Gargoyles was another one. That was, you know, before my son, but after me, I guess. Yeah. I think it was called Operation Stingray, wasn't it? Let me see. No. Oh, wait a minute. That might not have been Operation Stingray. SpongeBob was the best. Voltron was another one. Mm-hmm. No, that ain't it. Okay, never mind. It wasn't Operation Stingray. It was just Stingray. Duh. Spawn was good. Mm-hmm. Puff and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys a secret about my son. His favorite show when he was a kid, Powerpuff Girls. Seriously, he loved Bubbles, the little blue one. That's when he was really little, though. You know. You've never watched an episode of SpongeBob? Wow. But I guess you didn't have little kids at the time SpongeBob was out. I don't know if you see this or not. That one. Oh wait, it's crazy how it's doing that now. Did you ever watch that show, Stingray? Wally? Oh, okay. Never mind. I guess you did have kids then, little kids then. Goosebumps. I'll be honest with you. I just watched a movie. I never watched the show itself. Now, the original Scooby Doo and stuff. Yeah. No, okay. You did watch Stingray. There you go. I like that show. That was one of my favorite shows too. Why don't they do good entertaining shows like that anymore? I don't understand it. You know, you would think that they would, because it was actually a good show. but I'm not sure. I could check it out. I should check it out though, Nikki. Dinosaurs. That's the show I was thinking of. I couldn't think of it. The dinosaurs from outer space that landed on Earth, and they used to be and there was 2 sets of them, good ones and bad ones. Is that the right show you're thinking of? I'm thinking of? Is a cartoon? Or are you talking Dinosaurs the movie? Let me look it up, see. Oh, you mean Not the Mama one? Yeah, Not the Mama. As soon as you said Not the Mama, I knew what you were talking about. There was an animated dinosaur show that used to come on. No, I'm not sure if this is it or not. No, it wasn't that one. Oh, it's this one here. It was called Dinosaurs, but it was spelled DINOSAUCER. Dinosaurs. It was an animated show from the 80s. My brother, who was in college, would run home after his class just to watch that show. Yeah, it was from the show from the 80s. You remember that one too? Never heard of that one. I used to watch what was it? Did you ever watch Fraggle Rock? Oh yeah, no. Let me see what Thunderbirds is. Might be a totally different series than Stingray, but Stingray is the definite one I watched. Different show, but I remember that one too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Thunderbirds was a different show. Mm-hmm. That's the Thunderbirds, right? Yeah. Yes, cool, but a bit different. I didn't really like it that much, but it was okay. That's the stingray. Oop. Let me see something here. Let me see here. Hold on a minute. I just sent you the picture of it. Thundercats are awesome, yeah. Thundercraps. Oh. Yeah, Gary is. And we lost him there, so you got me today. I don't know if they did or not, Frank. I'll have to check it out. He-Man. Terrible. It's different. I can tell you that. And yes, it is. In a puppet show. But so was Stingray. Yeah. What's it cold there? Wes, is it cold? It was cold here for a couple days, really cold. And I think it moved over to you guys. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. They may have. Frank. Still 106, huh? Yeah, I know my son's down in the desert Southwest right now, and he said it's just unreal hot. I loved Arizona because I loved it hot. So I don't know. No, just thunderstorms, huh? Yeah. Well, Stingray was kind of from the 60s, I think. In the 60s. So 1964, maybe somewhere in that neighborhood. I think that's what it said on that thing I sent you. Ooh, let me think. I would have to think about that one. Pretty Women. I don't know. Right now, nobody, because everybody's on strike. So, well, drive safe if you're leaving that early. Teletubbies was very. I may have seen like a half an episode. Wasn't a big fan of it. Didn't like it at all. But I could tell you a story about Barney the dinosaur. It's absolutely hilarious. My son, when he was about, I guess, 5 years old, when we lived in Philadelphia, and in Philadelphia they have what they call block parties, where they shut this end of the street off, that end of the street off, and everybody comes out. They barbecue. They set up things for the kids to do, and it's just a good time. Well, my son and all the kids in the neighborhood were out, and one of the neighbors had hired Barney to come to the show, to the goof around, hang out with the kids and do fun stuff with the kids, like make, so they could say they seen Barney or whatever. And Barney came on the block, and my son is sitting on our step, and he looks over and he goes, "There's Barney." And all the kids in the neighborhood ran over. Not my son. My son was still sitting there, but all the other kids ran over, tackled Barney to the ground. All right. Started jumping on him, kicking him, punching him. They were basically mugging him. It was bad. He finally got up and ran, and the kids were chasing him. He got around the corner, and some of us parents had to go run around there to make sure he was okay. And he had a bloody nose, lip, and all he kept saying is, I can't believe I got mugged by the kids. It was the funniest stuff you ever seen. Crazy, man. My son still talks about it to this day. He wasn't involved. He stayed back, but it was still, Barney's like, I'm not coming back. Little man. I don't think I've ever seen that movie. I like Godzilla. And it was funny. It was absolutely hilarious, Wally. Hilarious. I, Nikki, amazingly enough, I'm a very huge Godzilla fan. Now, you're going to find me weird because most people don't like what I'm about to say about Godzilla. But the Godzilla movie that came out with Matthew Broderick in it, when it was, wasn't like the original Godzilla, but it was just called Godzilla. You guys know what movie I'm talking about? I actually thought that was one of the better Godzilla movies. But now, these other movies that are Godzilla, now here's what gets me. Like Godzilla versus King Kong type of thing. King Kong is only 5 stories tall, about 50 feet. Godzilla is 40 stories tall. I don't know how there would even be a fight. Godzilla could just step on him and squish him and be like, that's it, we're done. I don't get it. Oh, see? There you go, Wally. You and I, great minds think alike, I guess. Because I thought it was a good movie, too. It was decent. I believe that's what it was, the 2001, where they, it was had Matthew Broderick in it. I liked it. I thought it was good. Anybody an Indiana Jones fan? Anybody going to go see that new Indiana Jones movie? The Son of Godzilla, you mean? Or now, the one with Matt Black in it, 1989. That's it. 1998. I mean, 1998. Yeah, I agree with that. That's when it came out. Do you, Aaron? I heard you get mixed reviews from this movie, but then true Indiana Jones fans who have been a fan since the beginning, like, wow, I remember when the first Indiana Jones came out and couldn't wait to see it. And you watch these movies, and they say they all tie together for this one movie. The strangest movie that was out so far was the Dark Crystal Indiana Jones movie, but they said this one's really good. It was different in 2016. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Now, the King Kong movie, now talking about King Kong, I like the King Kong movie with Jack Black in it. That was a good King Kong movie. I like how it was based on the original one back in the 30s or whatever. I'll have to see it and let you know. That was the dog's name, yeah. Indy. Yeah. That's an actual good name for a dog, actually. But I always liked Indiana Jones. But then again, it could be because of all the snake, the snake scenes in it, because I'm a big reptile fan. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget it. Got my pen. Can't see my pen, but it's there. Wrote it down. I will look for it. Trying to think of what other good movies came out. Ghostbuster movies are good. They're coming out with a new Ghostbusters again, I think. I believe they're working on it. Godzilla -1 looks good. Looks really good. Interesting. I'll have to check that one out too. I think they're coming out with another Ghostbuster movie. What other movies are they coming out with? I know they're coming out with a new Superman movie, but they got to get rid of the strike that's going on right now. Oppenheimer looks very good. Very, very good. And so does the new Mission Impossible. They've been talking about the new Mission Impossible because what they've been saying about the new Mission Impossible is they're really talking about what's in there. He does all his own stunts, and I knew he was doing his stunts, but they're saying he does all his stunts. I mean, even the really, really scary stunts, he does them himself. Yeah, it's coming out. Oppenheimer should be coming out. I want to go see Oppenheimer. Well, that'll make it interesting, won't it, Nikki? Deadpool 3 versus Wolverine. I love the Deadpool movies. They're very interesting. I just love the way he his comedic view on stuff. Oh, you're a big Deadpool fan too? Yeah, I love Deadpool. I love it. It's great. I can watch that one's over and over. Another big fan I am of is the X-Men. I don't know how many people here are big fans of X-Men, but I absolutely love the X-Men movie. I would love to do a YouTube channel just on this type of stuff. This would be great for me because I love it. But yeah, I'm a big Deadpool fan for sure. I heard, yeah, I believe it's called Scar too. Frank, I believe it's called Scar. Trying to think of what other movies I'm looking forward to. I know Oppenheimer's one. I just watched one the other day. I got to think of what it was called. Give me a minute. I'll look it up and I'll tell you exactly what it was called. Only the Brave. It was about the firefighters in Arizona that died in a wildfire. Yeah. That was a good one. Absolutely. That's why I think it's great. I love the comedy of Deadpool. Yeah, I'd have to say that too, Frank. I think he looks very good in that suit. They released a bunch of pictures of him in that suit to jump ahead of people trying to say stuff bad about that suit. But I think, Hugh Jackman, if you ever watch him on TV, like on when he does interviews and all. He's kind of funny. So this may make a great movie. I think the comedy between the two will be great. As the original Gene, yes. Does anybody think they plan to make another X-Men movie in any way? Not sure. Yes, I'm going to agree with that. There's a bunch of movies that are supposed to come out in 2024, even like Superman and stuff that I think are going to be delayed because of the strike. The Boys. I like The Boys. I love The Boys because it's very interesting how the whole storyline goes, but yet it's crazy. The Boys is great. I hope they come out with another season of The Boys. I don't know if they're gonna. Anybody watch that other show? With the wrestler in it. Oh, what is it? Give me a minute. It got John Cena in it. Give me a minute. They are. Thank you for letting me know that because that's a show I like. But that one, it's where he's a. Oh, it's on HBO Max. You lost interest in The Boys. It got really good at the end there. Give me a minute. I'll tell you what it is. Peacemaker. I have to look it up. I can't believe I couldn't remember Peacemaker. I don't know if they're coming out with another episode of that either, but probably not. But they could go down another storyline with it for sure. I'll be honest with you. Barbie. It doesn't look like it interests me anyway. But I'll tell you what I'm not a big fan of the Fast and the Furious shows either. I don't know if you guys are, but I'm not. The Bear. I watched The Cocaine Bear based on a true story to a point, but it had nothing to do with like the movie. They actually took the movie and made it like a B movie, but a horror B movie. But that ain't the way the actual Cocaine Bear went down. But it's based off a true story, The Cocaine Bear, to a point. Anybody watch that? Now, is Bear a movie or a show? Let me see this. The Bear. I'll have to check it out. Anybody watch what was that other show? I was thinking anybody ever watch Breaking Bad? Wednesday. I watched the first season. I definitely want to see the second season. Are they coming out with a second season? That I'm not sure. Carnival Row. No, I never watched it. Even though you told me before to watch it, I never Never got into it. I don't know why. I really liked Breaking Bad. What was your number one then? If that was number two, I'm just going to say Breaking Bad is right up there at the top because it was so great on how they did that and everything. The Walking Dead, I like The Walking Dead, but as we got on in the later seasons, it kind of got monotonous because it was the same thing. It was always the same thing, it seemed like to me. It seemed like nothing ever changed. It was always the same thing, and I always wanted to see more happen. All right, I'll be looking for it, Nikki. Look at me, Hector. Got a guess on your number one, huh? Breaking Bad, definitely up there with me. I love that show. I love Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul was okay because I like the other side of the story and how it all came to be. And it answered questions from the movie Breaking Bad, like when they got Saul and Saul was scared. Oh, please don't kill me. It explained all that stuff as to why he was like he was. Ozark, I never watched it. Heard good things about it though. Sons of Anarchy, pretty good show. I liked it. I did. But the Mayans, you ever watch the Mayans? Mayans was okay. I couldn't get into it as much as I did the Sons of Anarchy though. I like the Sons of Anarchy. It's definitely, yeah, I was gonna say it's not my number one. Do you know what your number one is, Wally? Or you have to really think about it because you're not sure? Lucifer, watched it. Okay. Kind of got a little different for me, but not the best. I'll tell you one of my, I'll give you some of my favorites in the top 10. I might even go over 10. Bones. All right. FTD. Nope. Bones. We got Medium. Does anybody remember the show Medium? I love that movie Medium. The TV show Medium. What was one of the other ones? The original CSI Vegas. Not the new one, but the old one was one of my tops too. There were some of my tops. Oh, I used to love there was a Steven Spielberg show on every week when I was younger, and it was about Steven Spielberg Presents or something like that. That was one of my favorite ones too. Game of Thrones would have to be one of my tops too. Game of Thrones. I love that show. He wants people to guess it. I'm gonna say, I'm sure he like Games of Thrones. I've heard him talk about it, so I know Game of Thrones is up there for you, Wally. Oh, you didn't watch them all? I thought you did. Yeah, I have to agree with you there, Aaron. Vikings was another very good one. Trying to think. I'm trying to think of what. Gage Boy Vikings. Yeah, it was a very good show. But not your top one. Trying to think. What other shows were big that Wally would probably like? Forget about it. Uh-oh. Forget about it. I'm trying to. That rings a bell very well to me. Oh. I don't know, Wally. I'm kind of lost for a minute now. I'm trying to think. Oh, The Sopranos. Yes. Ring a ding. Yes, Sopranos. I'm going to have to put The Sopranos up there as one of my number one shows, too. Absolutely. One of the tops. I wasn't even thinking this. Why was I not thinking about The Sopranos? Me and you talked about that not that long ago. You got it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the opening theme is very good. Yep, it was very, very good. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Definitely going to say that Sopranos, top 3 or 4. Then what's your number one? Do you not have a number one? You kind of like them all about equally and you just don't have a number one? Top 3 or 4. Yeah, it's top 3 or 4 because I'm telling you, Breaking Bad is probably Breaking Bad, and it's tough between Breaking Bad. I liked Game of Thrones is right there, like 1 or 2. Breaking Bad is 1 or 2, and that's 1 or 2 too. The Sopranos for sure number 1. Breaking Bad number 2. Yeah, see, I'm kind of stuck because I'm not sure. It's hard to pick when you like them ones that much. The best horror movie. Outlander's your number 3. Best horror movie, Phantasm. Phantasm was great. Give me a minute. I'm answering my buddy back. Aliens was good too, though. See, but did you consider the movie Aliens a horror movie or just an outer space scary movie? Phantasm to me was a horror movie. Kojak? You mean like Kojak, the Night Stalker Kojak? Nightmare on Elm Street was very good. Yeah. Original Friday the 13th. Me and you were thinking the same thing, Wally. Thanks for stopping in, Don. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Kojak the Night Stalker. Also, a good show. Wasn't really horror, but it was a good show. I liked it a lot. Yeah. You see Aliens as a sci-fi? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I don't really look at that as a scary movie. I think of a horror movie, like what I was just saying. So, did you ever see the movie Phantasm, Wally? With that big silver ball flying through the air? Would stab you in the head and then drill a hole? Yeah, Fauna Radio went kind of off track today. Never seen either one of them. That's true, Ollie. I think of like Halloween and I guess, yeah. But Halloween was, I don't know how to explain it. You watch them and they're just different or something. I don't know. I was just going to ask the same thing. Is it good? Because Lovely Bones is kind of sounds a little different. You know what horror movie style gets me? Is a horror movie style that you're just like, holy crap, this could really happen. Not a comedy, huh? Huh. Have not watched it, Wally. I have not. Yeah, horror movies are kind of sometimes iffy, but you know another good horror movie would have to be Conjuring, the original one, first one, pretty good movie, and the second one too is pretty good. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna hop up too. We've been going 2 hours, and this whole one went off track of talking about animals. Again, Frank, truly sorry about your animal situation. I hope everything gets better, and I hope they pull through. Good night, Wally. Nikki, excellent artwork. Yeah, I would like to get a price maybe on a hognose, not the drama ones, but a hognose picture. And when you start selling the sticker, what is it, the magnets or stickers or whatever, let me know because I want to get some. So, all right. Peace out, everybody.